You remember it while brushing your teeth, for no obvious reason, not because anyone asked, not because danger appeared, the secret just walks back in. And the strange part is, you may not be hiding anything right then. You're alone, half awake, watching the mirror fog over. For a long time, secrecy sounded like theater. A raised eyebrow, a dangerous question. A conversation where one person performs normalcy. But newer work asks us to look somewhere quieter, the private return of information we intend to keep from someone else. Michael Slepian argues that secrecy begins as an intention to withhold information, not only as an act of concealment during conversation. That definition changes the whole room. A secret can be active when the room is empty, when no one is suspicious. Maybe that's why some secrets feel heavy without ever being tested. The weight isn't only in the lying, it's in the remembering. Think of a secret as a mental bookmark. The story closes, but one corner stays folded, waiting for attention again. In a 2017 JEPS paper, Slepian, Chun and Mason reported 10 studies on how people experience secrecy outside active concealment. Their central finding was blunt. People often mind, wander to secrets, and those returns predicted lower well-being more than concealment episodes did. So the painful scene may not be the interrogation. It may be the bus ride, the shower, the pause before sleep. Slepian notes that earlier laboratory studies often created secrets or asked participants to hide something while interacting with another person. He later argued that those studies blurred secrecy with conversational concealment because they tried to catch secrecy in real time. That's understandable. Hiding is visible. Rumination is not. A researcher can film a conversation. They can't film the thought that interrupts breakfast. And yet, if you've kept a secret, you know breakfast is exactly where it can appear, uninvited and oddly loud. You pour coffee, reach for toast, and suddenly, the private sentence returns, "I haven't told them. Not yet, maybe never." The Association for Psychological Science summarizes Slepian's view this way: the moment we hold specific information to ourselves, we have a secret. That moment can be tiny. A deleted purchase, a feeling you deny, a plan you haven't said out loud yet. It can also be enormous, an affair, a relapse, a debt, a history that would rearrange how someone sees you. Across studies, the researchers asked people about common categories of secrets, then separated active hiding from spontaneous private thought patterns. That separation matters, because it rescues secrecy from its spy movie costume. Most secret keeping is not a dramatic exchange under pressure. One useful question is, when does the secret actually hurt? During real conversations or during the lonely rehearsal afterward alone? In Slepian and colleagues' 2017 studies, wandering to a secret was consistently associated with feeling worse about one's life overall. Notice the mechanism. Not exposure, not punishment, not the other person's face changing, just the mind circling information it cannot place. A secret asks to be both known and unknown. The mind keeps filing it, then refusing the obvious drawer again. Apps describe secrecy as capable of producing shame, isolation, uncertainty, and inauthenticity, which can feed anxiety and loneliness over time. Shame says, if they knew, would shrink. Isolation says, because they don't know, I am already separate from them. Uncertainty asks, what disclosure would destroy? Inauthenticity whispers that the version of you in the room is incomplete somehow, slightly. This is why advice about secrets can be too simple. Just tell the truth ignores what the truth might do. A better distinction may help. Confession is not the same as confiding. One changes the relationship, the other seeks perspective. Epps notes that confiding a secret to a neutral third party can offer emotional relief and may strengthen the bond with that confidant. That doesn't mean every secret should be revealed. It means being alone with a secret is one specific psychological condition. A 2025 current psychology study of 120 participants found high self-concealers kept more secrets and held more positive attitudes towards secrecy. But those high self-concealers did not report greater subjective ability to keep secrets, which complicates the stereotype of the practice secret keeper. Some people may prefer concealment without feeling especially skilled at it. That is a different psychology than simply being good at hiding. The same 2025 paper emphasizes that self-concealment and secret-keeping are related but distinct, with prior work suggesting a moderate association. Self-concealment sounds like a style of moving through the world. Secrecy can be a specific decision about specific information withheld. That difference matters because a person can keep one painful secret without becoming, in some global sense, a secretive person. If this is your situation, consider separating the secret from your identity. I am withholding something is different from I am false. The mind often collapses those statements. It turns a hidden event into a hidden self, and the difference matters deeply. Slepian's newer framework makes that collapse easier to study because secrecy is defined by intention before any hiding occurs socially. An intention can follow you. It doesn't need the other person present. It only needs a boundary the mind keeps guarding. And guarding takes attention, even when the gate is quiet. You cook, walk, fold laundry. Some inner guard keeps checking the lock. In the 2017 research, participants reported thinking about secrets outside social interactions more often than they reported actively concealing them. That finding flips the usual image. The hard part may not be smiling through dinner. It may be driving home afterward. One approach is to track the return, not judge it. When does the secret visit? What emotion arrives with it? Sometimes the visitor is shame, sometimes fear, sometimes grief for a version of honesty that feels unavailable right now painfully. Naming that emotion may help because it turns a fog into a shape, not a solution, a shape you can face. Slepian's public summaries emphasize uncertainty as one burden of secrecy, not knowing what would happen if the information became shared. Uncertainty is exhausting because the mind simulates outcomes, the apology, the argument, the silence, the look that might not come. A secret can make you live through imaginary consequences many times before any real consequence exists in the room at all. If the secret involves safety, coercion, abuse, or severe distress, consider reaching out to a qualified professional or trusted support. For ordinary secrets, the question is often more delicate. Who, if anyone, can hold this information without using it carelessly? If this kind of careful psychology matters to you, a quiet like or subscribe helps the show reach people who think slowly. There is also a moral complication here. Some secrets protect privacy. Some protect harm. Psychology cannot erase that difference for us. App's coverage notes that disclosure can have costs and that secrecy is not automatically harmful in every situation people face. A private medical detail, a friend's confidence, a surprise gift. These are not the same as betrayal hidden from someone affected. So the useful question is not, are secrets bad? It is, what is the secret doing inside this life now? Is it preserving dignity, avoiding cruelty, protecting fear, delaying repair, keeping power? Each answer belongs to a different psychological lens. In 2024, Slepian's Current Directions article framed this as the new psychology of secrecy, centered on inner experience over concealment. That phrase matters, inner experience. It moves secrecy from courtroom drama to the ordinary weather of attention inside a day. A secret may not shout. It may tap, politely and repeatedly, until the day feels partly occupied by something unsaid. When that happens, consider asking whether you need confession, confiding, repair, boundaries, or simply more honest language with yourself first. The answer may change over time. A secret can be adaptive in one season and corrosive in another later on. Across the 10 2017 studies, the authors argued that the harm of secrets was tied to recurring private thought especially. That is a subtle kind of burden. Not a suitcase in the hand, but a tab left open somewhere behind attention. Try this gently. Write the secret as information, then write the fear attached to it. Keep the two separate there. That exercise may help you see whether the burden is the fact itself, the imagined response, or the loneliness around it. None of this makes secrecy simple. It makes it more human, less about getting caught, more about being divided inside. The next time a secret returns when nobody is asking, notice the precision of that moment. It has chosen privacy. It may be showing you not only what you hide from others, but where you feel most alone with yourself. And maybe the question is not, will they find out? Maybe it is, what keeps finding me? When the room is quiet.